गुड इवनिंग एवरीवन। हाय अनुष्का, अच्छा हूँ मैं, तुम कैसी हो? आजकल मैं दो नई चीज़ें सीख रहा हूँ। तो लोग सोचते हैं कि जो टीचिंग करते हैं वो लर्निंग नहीं करते, जो लर्निंग करते हैं वो टीचिंग नहीं करते। पर मेरा मानना ये है कि everyone in this world is a teacher as well as a learner, isn't it? And the people who stop learning are the people who stop growing, right? So these days, I think you must have saw two of my posts. Yesterday I sent one, today I sent one, just I think 20 minutes back. So nowadays I am, kind of starting with training AI machines, machine learning, and all that stuff, which is a natural progression for anyone who is into mathematics. So I thought, like, okay, in the future to come, it will be mathematicians who will rule the world. Okay, so yeah, I got a haircut. You noticed. Okay, Sahiti, how to study more? More. How much do you study right now? How much time do you give to studies? Cherizad. Is the time sufficient to score 99.8 plus, even if you start now? Yes, yes. Anything more than 6 months is a great time. So, let me discuss. Today, I don't have a particular agenda. It's all about any queries that you have. You can ask me. Yesterday, you had the cube session, I think. I was supposed to take it, but one of my friends was getting married after a lot of hustle. Okay, so he was from MDI Gurgaon, passed out in 2016. So it was more difficult for him to, get married than to prepare for CAT. So why did I tell that? Because CAT and life are very much similar. Both are difficult, and one needs to prepare a lot. So today I'll be talking about not how to manage the time, how to study more, like Sahiti just asked me, or the time is sufficient or not. Today I'll be talking about the tasks. Task management is, I think, uh, a better way to complete or to get what you want. All right. Sahiti is studying for 2 hours. I think you are working somewhere. If you're a working professional, then 2 hours is, I don't think it's a bad thing. So apart from the classes that we take regularly, 2 hours is great, and in the weekends you should extend it up to 8 hours. Manji, yes, you can. Final year student, okay. A lot of things are getting in your way. What kind of things? So let's make it interactive today, completely interactive. And in the meantime, I'll be also discussing what kind of tasks you should be doing. Okay, so tasks are more important because what I think managing time is impossible. It's even a myth. When people say time management, how can you manage time? Time is temporal, okay? It's relative, isn't it? So if you're enjoying your favorite movie or sitting with your favorite person, probably you will just spend 10 hours and feel nothing has happened. Like it happens in some of the classes, isn't it? People say 2 घंटे हो गए पता ही नहीं चला. And also, at times when you are in a difficult situation, even 1 minute looks like an entire year. So time management is impossible because time is the one who manages us, not we, not the other way around. What we can do is we can manage tasks because tasks, what is task को हिंदी में बोलेंगे क्या? कर्म, कर्मा, राइट? तो कर्म ही है जो इंसान कर सकता है, कंट्रोल में उसके कर्म प्रधान बनना चाहिए, ना कि भाग्य प्रधान. तो भाग्य प्रधान लोग टाइम मैनेजमेंट की बातें करते हैं. टाइम मैनेज कर लो, अच्छा हो जाएगा. टास्क मैनेज कर लो यार, बिकॉज दैट इज अंडर आवर कंट्रोल. सो लेट्स डिस्कस व्हाट काइंड ऑफ टास्क वी कैन accomplish. But before that, I have 3 queries. Let me answer that. Sahiti, okay, I got that. Lavish, facing a lot of problem in how to start with the VARC section. Just tell me some tips and tricks for the best results and schedule routine on how to prepare VARC. Okay. Anushka says, don't resist to raise tasks to ourselves and work on it. That is required actually. So VARC, let's discuss that first. And I'm assuming you're a student of iQUANTA. Are you? If not, then tell me, so I'll be giving you some other kind of task. Lavish, I think you are my student. Okay, so the VARC, verbal ability reading comprehension, it doesn't have a syllabus. There's no fixed syllabus that I'll tell you, okay, go and read this. It's not possible. VARC, it's basically a skill, a language skill. And a skill is, you can learn a skill or acquire a skill over years of training. Years of training. So what you didn't do in the last 15 years, you need to do that in the next 7 or 8 months. Okay, so for that, what I'll tell you. So it happened, I'll just tell you that how to develop the skills and what exactly happens when skills are not developed. First of all, I'll just tell you a story. It was like I was in Chandigarh, and after standard 5th, I was transferred to a convent school. So I understood English, right? Okay, I could not speak in English. My dad used to speak English because he was in Air Force. My mom was into Hindi literature. So she was great in language, but in Hindi language. So the environment at home was something like, okay, when my dad was angry, he would speak English. That is what a lot of armed forces guys do. If anyone from you is a defense kid, you can relate to me. So it happened when I was transferred to a convent school, and the prefect was telling me when I was walking in a line, in a queue, and she said, keep your hand on your mouth. I was like, what? I did not know. I was so much shocked because I was not used to this kind of conversation. So I thought, ये तो बड़ी बेइज्जती की बात है यार, है ना? इतने लोग पीछे पोपट हो गया, सब लोग देख रहे हैं. And today is, I think, tomorrow is International Women's Day, so I'll just attribute my learning to some women here. So it was like, again, the prefect was a lady, and a lot of other girls, they started laughing at me. इसे ये भी नहीं आता. So I was like, नहीं, ये बेइज्जती से नहीं जी सकता मैं. Okay. See, so what I did after that, I went to my English teacher, ma'am, क्या करना चाहिए, वगैरह वगैरह, and she said, बेटा पढ़ लो, वगैरह, all that stuff. And somehow I got to know people who were best in English language or any kind of language were actually reading a lot of literature. Loads of books they were reading. So I felt, okay, let me start reading with the books, whatever book. I did not know, which book should I read first. So I was 12 years old, and I got this shock. 2 years passed, and in standard 8th, when I was 12 years old, I thought, okay, I should start doing something because I was great in mathematics, science, all that stuff. English language, something I could not speak. So I started. Okay, there are some queries here. CFA, MBA, combination, अच्छा रहेगा, बहुत अच्छा रहेगा. Improve English overall, Miraj, yes, I'm discussing that only. Okay, so it was like I went to my library, the school library. I did not know what to read. So a lot of people were reading Nancy Drew and Hardy Boys and Harry Potter at that time. You must also have read that. But when I went through the books which were kept there, there's a book which was named, the name was really strange, very catchy name, The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. So I picked that book up, and you know what? In every page, I had to look up the words in dictionary around 5 or 6 times in every page, maybe more than that in some cases. And this book doesn't have that difficult words. The idea is very complex in this book, not apt for a child of 12 years of age. But the words, I had to, open the dictionary like 5 to 6 times every page. But I finished it. And what happens over there, so let me tell you that why it is important, what has to be done. So even if you read some books, you get bored. वर्ड समझ ही नहीं आ रहे हैं, आइडियाज़ बड़े कॉम्प्लेक्स लग रहे हैं, फ्लो बड़ा अजीब सा लग रहा है. और जो लोग की मातृभाषा इंग्लिश है, जिस तरह इंग्लिश वो लिखते हैं वो काफ़ी कॉम्प्लिकेट हो सकती है कि उसके अंदर ईडियम्स होंगे, फ्रेजेस होंगे, कुछ चीज़ें ऐसी होंगी जिसका सी ट्रांसलेशन ऑफ 2 टाइप्स. वन इज़ when the words are translated literally. The other is when even the feelings are translated. You get that? Okay? So there were certain sentences where I could not get what the author was trying to say. I had to look at the dictionary, and it becomes boring for people. Like a lot of my friends also try to do that, but they kind of left in between. कि यार हम नहीं करेंगे, बहुत बोरिंग हो रहा है, कुछ और खेल लेते हैं. This is very important. But I finished that book. Once I finished that, I picked up the next book, again by the same author, Robert Louis Stevenson. The book was called Kidnapped. So I read that as well. 5-6 किताबें पढ़ने के बाद मेरे को एक पेज पे सिर्फ एक बार डिक्शनरी खोलनी पड़ती थी, इतनी वो इम्प्रूवमेंट हो गया था एक साल में. एंड एग्जैक्टली 2 years later I wrote my first poem. मेरा इतना अच्छा इंग्लिश हो गया था. तो in my school I was scoring the almost in a top 5 in English language. So why that happened? Because I read a lot. The novels, newspapers, I watched English news, I started watching English movies, world cinema. So it was like, you know, the entire culture around me, I made it like if I want to learn a language, I have to read its literature. Because literature is actually, you know, gives you the feeling, the entire cultural mindset of that language. So that is what I did. I surrounded myself with everything English. Getting it? So that is what I did. And this is possible if you start doing it right now. In the next 2 months, this can be done. So that is the reason, the first reason. Before that, let me look at some queries. Anushka, backlogs for the whole February month. कोई बात नहीं, ठीक है, numbers बाद में फिर से होगा. अनुष्का, arithmetic में backlog मत रखना. Arithmetic is very important. It has got the highest weightage. Skip numbers for now. Okay? ठीक है, छोड़ दो उसको. Obama. Already at IIM Rohtak for IPM, have 2 months to for CAT. कैसे करूँ अच्छे से, trying college. IPM किया हुआ है तो already you have gone through see the kind of the syllabus is almost same of IPM and CAT. It's just that the level of questions is different. So you are halfway there already. Just try to write as many mocks as possible. Vrishti, haven't started to prepare for CAT. How to start? Enroll at iQUANTA and follow what we are doing, and that'll be. So I'll also talk like what we do here. Okay, so you'll get a fair idea. Archis Raj, 99.60% general male, fresher, BSc honors. Computer science, do you have a chance to do IMA? Yes, you have fair chances, just that you have to score more than 99.5 percentile. All right. Sahiti, not great in English. बता रहा हूँ मैं. हाँ, बताता हूँ अभी. Okay. Obama, dinner time is time? 7 बजे? Anushka, okay. Archis Raj, I think I told you. Vedika, after cons going live classes to be FB live classes. My questions all रहते हैं, but when it comes to assignments, तो नहीं निकलता. ठीक है, 3-4 पढ़ लूँ इसमें से. Okay. CAT. All right. Gap year. ठीक है. So okay, basically everybody is essentially asking that what has to be done to get about 99.5 percentile. So reading books is very important. For the same reason, I have started reading club. First session is done. You can watch it on the YouTube. The second session, which will be I think I'll be doing it this Sunday only. Bhagavad Gita will be discussed in that, and there'll be more sessions like that. So it will be a guided preparation. In my case, I was doing it all alone. Now it will be with the entire pedagogy. So everybody be there. I'll be sharing the link with you on Sunday. It will be free of cost on YouTube only. And Bhagavad Gita, just read that in English, and we'll be I'll be giving you certain RC sets based on that book, and we'll be discussing that. All right. So that is VARC. Apart from that, attend all the classes and try to solve 2 RC sets per day. This is important. And similarly, 2 LRDI sets per day. And for quants, at least 20 questions in quant per day. This is per day target, and this should be done over the next 4 months. Till then, we'll be completing your syllabus in the live and application classes. Just this much. So these are the tasks which I'm talking about. Need to manage tasks, not the time. ये सारे टास्क तुम्हारे 1 घंटे में हो जाएं, 10 घंटे में हो, पर टास्क करने के बाद ही सोना है. So can you do that? Tell me in the comments. Lavish, not just that. उसके बाद ये भी है. classes and RC sets as well. SG missing classes. हाँ कल मेरी ही क्लास है. Mock अभी देना सही नहीं होगा नेहा. No, not right now. Start writing mocks. This is for the first 4 months that you guys have to do, and tell me in the comments whether you can do that. सिर्फ इतना कर लिया तो काफ़ी होगा. Now the problem is once you solve this, probably you won't get all the solutions. You might not be able to solve it. So what needs to be done? See, I'll go subject by subject, VARC, LRDI, and quant. I gave you target of doing 2 sets every day. This is for the 4 months, first 4 months. Okay. Now in VARC, when doing 2 RC sets every day, there will be a possibility that you get some questions wrong or all questions wrong. So you get it right or wrong, just have to analyze it after that. So doing this should not take you, solving 2 RC sets should be taking 1 hour, 10 minutes plus or minus. All right? ठीक है? नेहा बहुत बढ़िया. ओके शी चलो हाँ भाई बता रहा हूँ मैं. वर्किंग ओके. 12 to 14 आवर्स जॉब किसकी है? इप्सी, इप्सिता. Wait. Let's see. Let's see what achievability of this target. So 1 hour is for practicing this, not more than that. And for analyzing all these solutions, you will require hardly 30 minutes. That's it. Not more than that. Isn't it? So when you analyze solutions, you also look at wrong जो होगा उसको तो सही देखोगे ही, जो सही किया है उसको भी देख लेना एक बार कि वो सही कैसे है. This is very important. And why the wrong options have been eliminated. Moreover, if the questions are from critical reasoning part, which says what is most likely, least likely, strengthening the argument, weakening the argument, in all those sorts of questions, basically go through all the options which have been eliminated in the solutions. That is very important. Because in those questions, it's highly possible that all the answers are correct, seem to be correct. But what is most correct will be our answer. So in that case, you need to analyze it perfectly. That is very important. Okay. Now, Avika, I think I told you, coming to LRDI. 2 LRDI sets. Today I was talking to one student. So here, she told me that sometimes I take an hour to solve 1 LRDI set. Sometimes I take 5 hours and it doesn't get solved. So waiting for 5 hours to solve 1 LRDI set would not make any sense. You are essentially wasting all the time. So what needs to be done over here? Give just 20 minutes. I hope you're writing these things down. 20 minutes to solve. Okay? Uske baad, you can either solve it, yes or no. You'll look at the answers and find that. If you solve it, if you solve correctly, go to the next set. Repeat the same thing. And if not, in first 20 minutes, if you don't get the solution, 20 मिनट कुछ भी नहीं आ रहा, समझ नहीं जा रहा क्या करना है, in that case, go to the solutions. अगर इन 20 मिनट्स में तुम्हें 2 सवाल आ गए हैं तो कोई बात नहीं, 20 मिनट उतने पे छोड़ दो, उसके आगे 2 सवाल हुए, 3 सवाल हुए, 4 सवाल हुए, 1 हुआ या 1 भी नहीं हुआ, go to the solutions. That is important. But there are certain cases in which, you get to know that, okay, you can find this solution, but the problem is it's very lengthy. So you can extend this up to 30 minutes or 35 minutes, but not more than that. That is how, within, again, 1.5 hours, 1 hour to practice 2 tests, 2 sets, and half an hour to analyze this. All right, that makes 3 hours. Is that clear? Now coming to, Avika says, okay, general engineer female, 997, drop year after 12th, pursuing engineering from tier 3 college. Is it a good profile? Yeah, it is good. No problem. Lavish, yes. Critical reasoning in itself is not a topic. Critical reasoning is a part of reading comprehension. So in reading comprehension, I'll be involving more critical reasoning questions like 2. So that will be good to go. Essentially, in CAT, we don't have a separate section of critical reasoning. So that won't make much sense. Okay, it will be part of RC only. Okay, Lavish, I'll come to that as well. So this time which I have given you is a kind of universal time. It's subjective. People can go 10 minutes more, 10 minutes less. Now, coming to quant. So in quant, we need to solve, as I told you, at least 20 questions. So what has to be solved? This is at least 20 plus questions. Whatever chapter is happening in your classes, just do that from the assignment. So first priority is the assignment, dashboard assignments, okay? Then the priority is the hard copy books in case you have them. All right. So in assignments, you need to solve at least 20 questions. अब देखो यहाँ बात क्या है, एक बात ध्यान देना है कि 6 दिन क्लासेस हैं, उसमें 2 दिन क्वांट है, एक दिन LRDI है, एक दिन VARC है. So for quants you have complete 2 days, isn't it? In those 2 days, जो भी वैसे हर दिन सारे सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने चाहिए, all the subjects. But if it is not possible for some people who are working, just make combination of two subjects. Quant LRDI, quant VARC or LRDI VARC. But when quant is happening, it's Monday and Tuesday, do quant LRDI and quant VARC. After that, you can just switch on to other possibilities. Okay? I wish, yes, classes have been started, 2 classes have been done in quant. Ruchika from the dashboard. Yeah, that's what I'm telling. Any kind of sets you'll be able to get in the assignments, the dashboard assignments. So all the students have a login ID. They can log into the dashboard, fill in their password, get the OTP, and then you can look at all the sets on the dashboard. Okay, then hard copy books. So these 2 are very important, and we also have some practice sessions going on. A practice session is something which not all people can attend. I understand it completely. Working professionals के लिए तो possible ही नहीं है करना ये. The people who are in the college, they might be able to do it, but in case you miss it, no problem. This is the first priority, then the second priority, and the third priority. Is that clear? A lot of people get confused. They were asking me that कि यार हम समझ नहीं पाए, live करें, application class करें, कि dashboard करें, कि copy books करें, क्या करें, या practice assignment करें, इतनी चीज़ें हो रही हैं, daily articles आ रहे हैं. तो ये है the order of priority. This is something which all of you can follow. And if you get more time, then follow other things as well. Is that clear? So it's like, you know, हमने बहुत सारी चीज़ें कर दी हैं इस कारण से कि अगर किसी का टाइम, ये प्रायोरिटी है, अगर किसी के पास ज़्यादा टाइम है तो और ज़्यादा प्रैक्टिस कर पाए, कम टाइम है तो वो कर पाए जो सबसे ज़्यादा टॉप प्रायोरिटी की चीज़ें हैं. इज़ दैट क्लियर? Lavish, okay, I'll see to that. Swara, you're doing CFA. Will you get points for professional certification? No, there'll be no quantifiable points, Swara. But let's say we have 2 people. Let's say I am the I'm the interviewer, and 2 people come to me. One is a CFA, other is not, and both have similar kind of profile, and I have only 1 seat. I'll give it to one who is having a CFA. That's what is going to happen, honestly saying. Okay. Is that cool? This is where you can do all the things. LRDI, quant or VRC, whatever. Okay. But also, because you already have the weekly timetable. In fact, you have the monthly timetable this time, isn't it? I shared that in one of my, I think, day before yesterday. I shared the monthly timetable. So weekly timetable is something which you already have. Now you can sync your preparation. How? There are 3 modules. One is called Engineers VARC. Then we have LRDI Essentials. Then we have Non-Engineers QA. Okay. Now these three, in fact, the first 2 are applicable to all the people. आपकी मैथ्स अच्छी हो, खराब हो, कैसी भी हो, ये पहले दोनों तो हर किसी को करने ही करने हैं. All right. This should be done the people who have quit mathematics from last 2 or 3 years or 5 years, depending on what your subject was in class 12th and in graduation. तो ये उनको करना है. अच्छा, सिंक कैसे करना है कि जो भी लाइव क्लास होगी, like we have 2 QA classes, 1 LRDI class and 1 VARC class. So these two can be synced, isn't it? Because in LRDI and quant we actually have a syllabus. In VARC we don't have a syllabus. This cannot be synced, unfortunately. Can't be synced. But at the very same time, we have kind of, segregated the RC sets in different genre. So monthly you already have the genre with you कि science technology का अगर RC क्लासेस होंगी तो साइंस और टेक्नोलॉजी के जो पैसेजेस हैं इंजीनियर वीआरसी मॉड्यूल में वहाँ से आप देख सकते हो. ओके, तो दीज टू शुड बी इन सिंक. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ क्यूब्स वॉज देयर, yesterday we had cubes, so you should have gone through cubes in LRDI essential. Is that clear? So this is the 3 modules. Then we have live and application classes which will be happening like this. And उसके तुरंत बाद क्या करना चाहिए आपको? Go to dashboard and start practicing and try to complete the tasks that I suggested. Do not try to manage time because you won't be able to. Is that clear? Coming to the next queries, Lavish says, thinking of GMAT right now in second year and preparing for CAT. The iQUANTA, is it the correct time to start with the GMAT or I should wait for some time? Lavish, you should wait for some time because when you prepare for CAT, GMAT automatically gets prepared. CAT is the mother of all exams. All right. It's just that for GMAT, you need to, because the kind of questions that come in GMAT are totally different from CAT. So you just need to write 5 mocks, 5 GMAT specific mocks. Preparation, syllabus, वो सारी चीज़ें बिल्कुल same है. So don't worry about that. IPSI, okay. GEF 877 BTech 2020. Job 3 years of experience, target 95 in ZCAT. Time during weekends only. IPSI. So what I discussed over here was common to all the people. Okay, but obviously you won't be getting more than 2 hours in the weekdays. So you can just do one thing. Depending on what we are doing in the live classes, 2 quants, 1 VRC, 1 LRDI, just invest your 1.5 2 hours in preparing that, in solving questions from dashboard of the classes that we have taken. All right. And in the weekends and Saturday and Sunday, you can put in 12 hours to 15 hours to manage the backlogs. Okay. ऐसे मैंने बोला 20 questions आपको हर दिन करने हैं quant के. Let's say you did quants only 2 days, so 4 days का remaining है. Okay, those 80 questions that you can do in the weekends. It's just that whatever is left out, it gets piled up. Do that in the weekends. All right. Yes, IPSI, go to dashboard. There are free mocks, free quizzes also. Swara, if you scored good in CAT, but I don't have that much good profile, academics, see if I help you while shortlisting. Swara, see, academics का जो है उसके केवल 5 points होते हैं. So nothing much to worry about. सबसे ज़्यादा points shortlisting के लिए CAT के score के ही होंगे. So focus on that only. 100% VRC. See, the problem is that there is no strategy to get 100% or 100 percentile. No, there's no such strategy. Strategies can be used for getting above 99 percentile or above 99.5 percentile. 100 जो होता है ना, that is more not just your karma. It's also other factors. कि तुम्हें वही सब सामने वही चीज़ें आगे तुम्हें आती थी, है ना? कुछ इस तरह से ब्रह्मांड में घटनाएं घटी कि तुम्हें जो आता था वही चीज़ पूछ ली गई. So that is how these things happen. Otherwise, you know what, getting 100 percentile or 100 percentage is something which not everyone can do every time. It's not possible to do it every time. So you just focus on getting 99.5 percentile and you'll be sorted. Okay? No, I don't teach it in classroom center, Lavish. No. You want to meet me in person, you can come down to Gurgaon. We will, have a cup of coffee. We'll talk. We can do that. Join iQUANTA, 1 minute ideas. Today itself, can iQUANTA arrange some sessions how to effectively use the platform? As I can't see schedule of classes also over there. Okay, point noted. How to effectively use the platform. ठीक है, एक काम करते हैं because I'm coming live every day for 30 minutes like today. So the next session will be on this only, how to use the platform effectively. Great idea. And your name is 1 minute ideas. Cool. Okay, taken. All Iris 875 NCOBC, safe percentile to get into new baby IMs, decent college, NCOBC, safe percentile, 92 is the safest percentile. All right. So I think all the queries are resolved. The people, there were bucket of queries, like one answer must have satisfied the other questions as well. So that is all, that is the target. And the working professionals, I hope you got that. Who was that? Sahiti, right? No, Avika, it's not late to start. It's the best time to start, actually. The best time to start. When I started preparing for my own CAT, I started the month of July. So I was even late. But then also, it can be done. It's just that you do extra. Right now is the best time. ये जो January से March का time is the best time to start for CAT. All right. That's all. So just tell me in the comments that you'll be following the process, and just by the process, because I personally look after all the academic processes that happen in iQUANTA, and based on that we keep on evolving, and that is the reason I'm coming live every day, so that you give me a feedback, and depending on the feedback, like today, 100 ideas, I don't know your name, he or she told me that okay, we can have a video on that. Okay, we'll have that. So all these things, that's why I'm coming live. So whenever you have any kind of query, just note down the queries, and there's a lot of people try to talk to me going through the channel of talking to the support team and then connecting with me. So I'll be coming here every day, every evening. Just ask me things, note down your queries. अगले दिन पूछ लेना मुझसे जब भी मैं आऊँगा. Okay, I'm coming here every day. All right then. Let's just do what I told you. 4 महीने ये करना है, 4 महीने कंप्लीट होने के बाद I'll tell you what has to be done in the last 4 months. Okay then. Good night everyone. Bye bye.